Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, October 13th, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We really had an exciting day today. I can't say overall that was profitable, but for some reason, which I will show you, my adrenaline is just pumping today, and I'm feeling pretty good about the day, even though we lost money. The Dow did something really kind of interesting. We have these four lines here that I've been talking about. They used to be the floor of the Dow when it was way up there, and it was a support area. Now that the Dow has had its major correction, first correction in 5-some years, it comes up to this former floor. The floor is acting like a ceiling, and it's causing quite a bit of resistance here. And we've done pretty well getting through that until we get up here to the fourth red line, and it had a lot of trouble with this yesterday, bumping its head twice. Today, it opened down hard, maybe 80-90 points down here at the very bottom, but it bounced immediately, and it kind of did what I wanted it to do. It pulled back and then got a good run at that fourth line, and lo and behold, it went through it, and it went through it pretty convincingly. I thought it was really going to go. We want this market to get through this fourth red line, stay above it, and reestablish this as the floor. Well, it failed. It came back down. Not any great big sell-off, but just kind of a gradual sell-off for the last 2/3 of the day, and ended up closing down here just above the third red line, which put it down 49 points. Okay, not a terrible day for the Dow, but this pattern really messed us up. We got in, well, first of all, we closed out negative $252. Now, that is not bad. We started out in the morning, right after the open, we were down almost $10,000 in our open trade. And you've heard me complain about that first 45 minutes, how we just see profits melt away. Well, today that wasn't the case. We started out with negative $10,000 down here. By the time we got out, we were only negative $252. So that was really spectacular. Glad to see that. We evaded a lot of losses, but I'll show you how we did that in a second. Then, when it was up here, we got into quite a bit of stuff. We got into 12 trades totally, and get this, of those 12 trades, 11 were negative. Only one was positive. Normally, that would really destroy us, and particularly since some of these negative trades are really big ones. And I'm going to show you a couple of those too. But we had the great trade today, and basically we managed to get out of the day with only $252 of closed out trades negative, and carrying negative $3,800 into tomorrow. Well, that's not a tiny number, but believe me, today could have been an absolute cataclysmic disaster for us, and it was not. And it was not because we had the outlier trade of all outlier trades, which I'm going to show you in a second. This was the problem we had. First of all, this is our worst single day trade. Today we're still in it. It's eyes, second sight. We managed to buy the high tick of the day here. Yes, the high tick of the day, and then it just sold off from there, and we're down about $4,000 in second sight. Not too good. This is a typical pattern of what we're doing today. We got, this is Rave Restaurant Group, pretty good stock. Normally we got into it, we had nice profits up here, nearly $2,000. Then it just peters out toward the end, and we end up down like $100 or $200. So, good profits just melted down. Next one, also disappointing, was NBIX, Neurocrine Biosciences. We got into this again. We were up about $1,800 up here. Looked real good, and then it just sold off massively for the rest of the day, and we end up, down around 2,500, I think. So, we went from being up 1,800 to down 2,500. Big swing there, and we're still in it. So, God knows what's going to happen. Those were the pattern of those 11 negative trades we had. Out of 12 total trades, negative 11 of them. They all were bad, and they totaled up to an awful lot of negative statistics for us. Normally this would have just killed us. This is why we were not killed today. This is Tantec Holdings. I have not seen anything like this in so long, and it was so delightful that it happened today. It kept today from being just a disaster. We bought Tantec toward the end of the day yesterday. Got into it. It did close positive, but it was kind of a shaky trade. Actually, it had gone negative on us a little bit, and then it closed, with some profits. This morning, this thing gaps up massively, big time, and we get out here at our normal exit time. We took over $7,000. You may think this looks like a little trade. No, this trade took over $7,000. And then what happens? We re-enter it. Now I'm just about, I'm gasping when this happens. I don't like the re-entries, even though I know they're generally profitable. But to re-enter a trade after making $7,000 on the primary trade, that seems really scary. Well, let me tell you, Tantec just takes off. Unbelievable. Look at this, this first spike here, and then it came back, and I thought, well, it's all over. It's probably going to fail there. Yeah, probably go to a loss. Re-entry trades are really bad. And then it starts to build and build again. It takes out the high here. And when we get up here at the top of that spike, Tantec is up 33% for the day. And this trade is up over $11,000. It did again back off, but it came back, and it ended up closing above $10,000 profit. So, this close on Tantec is pretty darn close to this high here, and I am tending to look at this and doubt that there's going to be any problem with it tomorrow. Anyway, so we have two trades in Tantec, and these two total trades come to over $17,000. That's right, folks. One stock, the one winning stock we had out of everything else that was losing, made over $17,000 today. And unfortunately, all that $17,000 was used up in a lot of crappy other trades, but it offset all those losses, most of those losses, and kept us from having an absolutely disastrous day. And this is why I believe in a diversified portfolio, why I believe in a big portfolio, because this is the kind of thing that can really keep you out of trouble. And I'm just delighted with this trade in Tantec. And so, in spite of the fact we did lose some money today, I'm feeling pretty good about today. Really excited about this. And, you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again, you know, we make 70% of our profits from 5% of our trades, and we live for these kinds of trades and these kinds of days. And, you know, that's why sticking with the system really helps. Anyway, I'm going to say a great day. And this is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.